Okay, the first salon I worked in, I was 18 years old, and it was a Sebastian Artistic Hair Center, which was a big deal in the 80s, and it was here in Anchorage, Alaska, and it was owned by a family that happened to be Filipino, and the owner's, the husband was a real, how do I put it? I mean, conceited prick. So he had a hell of an ego and thought he was pretty fabulous, and would always tell me what to do and give me guidance and talk to me and talk to me like I didn't know what I was doing at all. So when I went to work there, there was another girl that came over with me, and we were put on a probation period of 2 weeks, and we had to do only the rich people's kids' haircuts. The haircuts were $75 a piece, believe it. And it was a lot of fun to, like, be up there at that level of, like, we're artists and we're going to do hair and we're going to make it amazing. And then to be like, you know, you're not doing anything until I tell you, was kind of rough. So we had to watch videos, and there were stacks and stacks and stacks of videos, and years of trend releases and haircuts and makeup application and all kinds of stuff that we had to sit and watch. And after the 2-week trial period, I retained the job and they let her go. They said that she was too not what they were looking for, in the fact that she didn't dress the part of a hairdresser, she didn't act the way of a hairdresser, she didn't do whatever that is. And I do have a footnote note that she went on to working in a barbershop and renting her station, and ended up paying for her truck and paying for her house and paying for everything and having a great career. And here I am, is like always struggling. I was like, well, I wonder who was a better choice. But anyway, I got picked, and I lasted 4 months because I worked hard, but I didn't do drugs, and I didn't party at the time, really. I mean, I might have had a few drinks, but I was turning 19 years old, so I wasn't old enough to drink or do anything. But I didn't know what doing cocaine and all that stuff was. I didn't know what that was. And apparently one of the reasons why the little owner was kind of a butthead was that he had a little problem with a white substance up his nose. And I was like, oh, I came into work one day and they come out of the bathroom blowing their nose. And I was like, oh my God. And so I had purchased a car. He pulled me aside and was like, you've got to work hard, and you've got a car payment now, and you've got all this stuff. I said, I don't have a car payment. And he goes, what? Like, what do you mean you don't have a car payment? And I said, my family paid me back some money that from my inheritance, that from my great grandmother, and that paid for the car. And I could have used that money to pay off my student loan, but the student loan payment is really cheap. So no, I don't have a car payment. I have a student loan payment that's under $100. And so he was blown away. He didn't know what to say to me. Like, his whole thing that he had crafted to tell me and be like a mentor and how I've got to do better and all this stuff. Well, I wasn't going to be able to keep up with them because I wasn't blowing lines in the bathroom to keep going to do 14-hour days. So I worked away. I sold products. I took classes. We went to shows. And then when the time came, I bowed out gracefully without burning my bridge. And I went down to Texas to visit my grandparents. And that pretty much was like my first job and my first experience. And the reason why I could work there was because I had a student permit, and I had 3 months to go before my exam. And so he took responsibility, and they were all instructors, and so they all took responsibility for us. And up until we took our test. But once I took the test and passed the test, I was out of there, because I wasn't going to be doing no 8-ball in order to do a haircut. Forget that shit.